There's a dark cloud sitting right there. It's not even moving. You see how it? Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not moving. Well, there's not much of a. The wind is the very light breeze. Oh well. The changing of the earth is holding its breath for Trump's attack tonight. Well, wait a minute. It's already 8 o'clock in Iran. Somebody is holding up the news, man. Somebody is holding up the news. Oh well. It is what it is. As I've heard so many times. As I was saying, the world seems to be holding its breath. At least around here it appears to be. No heavy winds, just the light breeze. A place where normally the wind is very high, coming off the ocean. Right out there in front of me. But such is the way it is. Tomorrow when we wake up, the world will be different in one way or another. There's a the whole story has not been told yet. And well, yes it has. Because we are repeating this story. But in our time, the whole story has not been told. And people are making up stories about what they think will happen, what they think will be done. Everything about this thing involves money. Everything. From the people with the titles, if you look at the news or the internet or have a conversation with your neighbor, the most outrageous plots are coming out of people's heads. The expectations of the worst, all worst case scenarios, which is not incorrect. It is not incorrect. This is all about money and power. Who, what, when, where, and how. We've been given 8 years or we were given, I should say, because the 8 years that we were given is past. I hope you know why you were given 8 years. I've mentioned it before also. And if you count for Trump's first 4 years, where instead of Hillary Clinton, we got Trump, somebody would have already shot somebody with a mushroom cloud bullet. Because they had already fulfilled most of the plan when Hillary was ready for president. The step that was left now was Iran. But Biden came into office and he pushed it back somewhat by going into Ukraine, because his predecessor, like I said, gave you 8 years. They didn't attack Iran. They made a deal with Iran that saved the republic. It upset Israel, and they were really upset with Barack Obama, and they went behind Hillary. But the light bearers in the US and Europe said, "Nah, we can't let you become president of the United States." She could have won. And even with Trump, knowing Trump, they gave him the reins. He didn't start a war in Ukraine, and he didn't start a war in Iran. But he put in place everything to get the war going. Because he was smart. He didn't want to fight the war himself. But now he has no choice. He has to fight it himself now. And one or two directions we have. It's always a choice. Either they can take him out using the Constitution and then put in his deputy, but while he's making war, the deputy is in Europe, far from what maybe they trying to protect him for the next presidential election. I hope you're seeing that. But with November coming and the Republicans being put out of office, the likelihood of him not being impeached is very small. But the war has to be continued. And just like Biden didn't want to get out of Afghanistan and Iraq because he didn't have the heart in the beginning, so too his deputy might not be able to. The MIC, military industrial religious zealots, and other religious zealots, Christians or Jews, Muslims, whatever you want to call them. They're pushing for a war. Because it's to bring in a more controlled world. A more controlled world. Nevertheless, I said it before, many great armies have been defeated by the underdog. The Romans were the last, well, not the Romans, but the British. See, the British system was built on the Roman system. Laws and all of that. Education system. That's how it's built. Greeks and Romans, the British, all follow the same trajectory. And now the American is the end of that trajectory. All of them follow the same trajectory, built on the same foundation. And now it's the old man and the ocean and the seas are getting rough. Because all around now, people all around the world are beginning to say, hey, I'd rather go my way than to follow these people and drown. And that's what's happening. So tomorrow morning when we wake up and discover that the goals set were accomplished, like I said before, the story of Samson, they got who is the woman that's going to lead Samson to the pillars that he's going to pull down the whole city with. Who is the woman? I hope you understand. I hope you comprehend what I'm saying. Peace.